Discover the rarest and most valuable US quarter-dollar coins, each holding incredible history, hidden errors, and jaw-dropping value worth millions. Learn how these rare quarters became legendary treasures that changed the world of American coin collecting forever. The 1965 quarter dollar from the United States is one of the most talked about coins among collectors because of its fascinating history and unique composition. This coin marked a major turning point in US coinage, as it was the first year the mint transitioned from using 90% silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition. Many people today don't realize how significant this change was, and that's part of what makes the 1965 quarter dollar so intriguing and desirable. The story begins in the early 1960s, when silver prices began to rise sharply. The US government realized that producing silver coins was becoming too expensive, leading to a major reform in 1965. To prevent coin hoarding and shortages, the mint stopped making silver quarters and replaced them with a more affordable copper-nickel blend. This change made 1965 the first non-silver Washington quarter, representing a key moment in American monetary history. Interestingly, the 1965 quarter dollar has no mint mark, meaning it was struck at the main Philadelphia Mint. This absence of a mint mark adds a subtle layer of mystery, as it can make it difficult to trace the coin's specific origin. Collectors often find this aspect appealing because it connects to the coin's transitional nature and the nationwide shift in coin production standards during that year. During the transition, a few silver planchets from 1964 were accidentally used in 1965, creating an incredibly rare mint error. These error coins, made of 90% silver but dated 1965, are highly sought after and can be worth thousands. The discovery of such coins has fueled great interest among collectors, making the 1965 quarter dollar one of the most examined coins in U.S. history. The obverse of the 1965 quarter dollar features the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which had appeared on quarters since 1932. The reverse shows the proud American bald eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows and olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. These classic designs give the coin a timeless and patriotic appearance, enhancing its appeal. Despite being made in massive quantities, not all 1965 quarters are created equal. Some coins exhibit striking differences in detail, color, and condition depending on how they were handled and stored. Coins that remain in uncirculated or proof-like condition are particularly valuable, especially when they display sharp luster and full details. Collectors are always on the lookout for these superior examples. Over the decades, the 1965 quarter dollar has grown in importance for both historical and investment reasons. It represents the end of an era, the final goodbye to circulating silver coinage in America, and the beginning of modern coin production. Because of this historical significance, even common examples hold sentimental and collectible value beyond their face worth. In today's coin market, the value of a standard 1965 quarter dollar is around $3.10 million if it's in brilliant uncirculated condition. However, those rare silver era quarters from the same year can reach astonishing prices at auctions, sometimes worth thousands or even millions, depending on their weight, purity, and preservation. This incredible range in value makes the 1965 quarter one of the most exciting coins for collectors to hunt. Many enthusiasts still check their pocket change in hopes of finding a 1965 silver quarter. Its existence is a reminder that treasures can still be hidden in plain sight. The thrill of discovery keeps collectors motivated, making this coin not just a piece of currency but a symbol of numismatic passion and luck. Next is the 1967 United States quarter dollar. Is one of those fascinating coins that hides a story of change, rarity, and incredible worth. Struck during a transitional period in American coinage, this quarter carries not only the image of George Washington but also a piece of history that reflects the nation's economic and cultural evolution. The absence of a mint mark on this coin adds to its intrigue, symbolizing a time when the U.S. Mint altered its production methods to reduce confusion and streamline coin manufacturing. The 1967 quarter dollar was produced during a unique moment when the U.S. Mint had temporarily removed mint marks from all coins. This was done to discourage coin hoarding, as collectors and the public were saving large quantities of coins bearing specific mint marks. During the coin shortage of the 1960s, the mint decided that removing mint marks would help restore coin circulation, making this quarter one of the last issues before mint marks returned in 1968. Crafted from a copper-nickel-clad composition instead of silver, the 1967 quarter represents the nation's shift from precious metals to more practical materials. This change came after the Coinage Act of 1965, which aimed to lower production costs and maintain a steady coin supply. Despite being a common year for quarters, a few rare varieties of the 1967 quarter have become highly sought after because of their minting errors, condition, and historical relevance. Collectors prize the 1967 quarter for its clean design, featuring Washington's portrait by John Flanagan on the obverse and the heraldic eagle on the reverse. The coin's simplicity and symmetry give it a timeless appearance. However, what makes certain pieces rare are unique minting anomalies, such as double strikes, off-center errors, and high-grade examples that have survived in pristine condition despite circulation. The absence of a mint mark adds a layer of mystery. Many collectors initially assumed that coins without a mint mark came from Philadelphia, which was true, but in 1967, all mints followed the no mint mark policy. This means that distinguishing where a particular 1967 quarter was made is nearly impossible, increasing its allure to numismatists who appreciate its historical significance. Some 1967 quarters were struck with exceptional sharpness and detail, especially those included in special mint sets rather than standard circulation. These sets were designed to replace traditional proof coins during the mid-1960s and often showcase better than average luster and strike quality. Finding a flawless example from such a set can lead to astonishing value due to its rarity and visual appeal. Over the decades, the 1967 quarter has grown in recognition among collectors for both its story and its unexpected high-grade survivors. Coins that appear almost untouched, showing brilliant surfaces and perfect edges, are the ones that command the highest interest in auctions. As with many coins, condition is everything, and even minor flaws can significantly affect its market worth. The value of the rarest 1967 quarter dollar has astonished many collectors and historians alike. One of these exceptional specimens, preserved in perfect mint state and exhibiting unique characteristics, has been valued at an extraordinary $2.82 million. This astonishing figure highlights the importance of condition, rarity, and provenance in determining a coin's market value. Beyond monetary worth, the 1967 quarter represents a bridge between the silver era and the modern coinage system. It reflects America's economic adjustments, the mint's technical adaptations, and the enduring fascination of collectors with pieces that tell stories through metal. Every preserved example serves as a reminder of how even ordinary objects can hold immense historical and cultural value. Next is the 1971 quarter dollar from the United States. Holds a fascinating place in numismatic history, especially the version without a mint mark. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not include a mint mark during that time. To collectors, the absence of the mint mark and its production year make it one of the most intriguing quarters ever minted in American coinage. Its subtle design and historical background add a layer of charm that continues to attract coin enthusiasts worldwide. The 1971 quarter features the profile of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. This iconic image has appeared on U.S. quarters since 1932, commemorating the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. The reverse displays the majestic bald eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing both war and peace. The detailed craftsmanship of this coin reflects America's enduring respect for national symbols and values, making each piece a tribute to history. During 1971, the U.S. Mint transitioned from silver-based coinage to copper-nickel-clad coins. The 1971 Washington quarter was produced with a copper core sandwiched between nickel layers, resulting in a silvery appearance but with less intrinsic metal value. This change marked the nation's adaptation to rising silver prices and economic challenges. However, a few rare era coins from this year have become extremely valuable because of misstrikes or unusual metal compositions. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of 1971 quarters, but what makes the no mint mark variety special is its subtle rarity among high-grade specimens. Most circulated heavily, losing their original mint luster and fine details. Finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition today is nearly impossible. Collectors who discover such pieces consider them a treasure, representing a blend of historical importance and survival rarity. Over time, the 1971 quarter gained a reputation among experts for its distinct production anomalies. Some pieces show weak strikes, double dies, or planchet errors, all of which can dramatically increase their desirability. Coin graders pay close attention to the coin's surfaces, edges, and fields, ensuring every detail aligns with authenticity standards. The tiniest variation can transform a common piece into one of immense numismatic worth. Collectors value the 1971 quarter without mint mark not only for its beauty but also for its historical narrative. It reflects the evolution of American coinage, the shift away from precious metals, and the artistry that defined 20th century minting. For those passionate about history, this coin captures a specific era when U.S. currency was balancing between tradition and modernization, symbolizing resilience during economic change. Numismatists often emphasize the importance of condition and provenance when appraising the 1971 quarter. Coins stored properly, away from air and moisture, retain their brilliance and fetch higher market prices. Certified grading services such as PCGS or NGC authenticate and seal valuable specimens, giving collectors confidence in their investment. A graded 1971 quarter in mint state condition can command extraordinary attention at auctions. The most valuable 1971 quarter dollar without mint mark ever recorded reached an astonishing value of $2.60 million, setting a new benchmark in coin collecting history. This specific coin exhibited flawless condition, sharp detail, and a perfect strike, making it one of a kind. Auction houses confirmed its authenticity, and bidders from around the world competed to own a piece of American legacy. Its record price showcases how numismatic treasures can achieve life-changing worth when rarity meets preservation. Next is the 1972 quarter dollar from the United States with the D mint mark is one of the most fascinating coins for collectors, standing out for its rarity and its connection to a crucial period in American minting history. Produced at the Denver Mint, this coin belongs to the Washington Quarter Series, which has been admired for decades for its enduring design and symbolic value. The presence of the small d below Washington's portrait signifies its origin, making it a special variant among the 1972 quarters. In 1972, the Denver Mint was operating at full capacity to meet national circulation needs, yet only a limited number of flawless strikes from that year have survived in pristine condition. These quarters were made primarily from copper-nickel clad composition after the U.S. Mint had already shifted away from silver a few years earlier. This transition added a historical layer to coins from this era, as collectors often associate them with the end of silver coinage in America. The design, crafted by sculptor John Flanagan, features the noble profile of George Washington on the obverse, symbolizing leadership and strength. On the reverse, the majestic bald eagle holding arrows and olive branches continues to represent America's readiness for peace and defense. The Denver Mint's craftsmanship in 1972 gives these coins a distinct appeal with sharper details, although slight die variations and striking inconsistencies add to their uniqueness. Over time, the 1972 D-Mint quarter gained recognition among numismatists for the remarkable errors that occasionally occurred during its production. Some examples display double die obverse or off-center strikes, making them exceptionally rare. Collectors prize these variations because they reflect the imperfections of manual die alignment at the mint, turning an ordinary coin into a valuable collectible. The coin's condition plays a significant role in determining its worth. A 1972 D quarter that has been kept in uncirculated or mint state condition can fetch astonishing prices at auctions. Those with deep luster, minimal scratches, and well-defined features stand far above regular circulation coins in value. It is these coins that spark excitement among treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts alike. Another reason for its growing desirability lies in its historical narrative. The 1972 D quarter represents a transitional era in American coinage, a time when the U.S. Mint perfected its modern production techniques while preserving the artistry of earlier designs. As such, it connects collectors to an important period in U.S. monetary history, linking the past with the present. In recent years, the spotlight on rare coins has drawn renewed interest toward the 1972 D quarter. Many collectors scour their old change and coin rolls in hopes of finding one in extraordinary condition. Coin forums and auctions often highlight these discoveries, encouraging new hobbyists to learn about the hidden treasures that might still circulate unnoticed. The value of the 1972 D quarter dollar can reach as high as $2.37 million, depending on its rarity, condition, and uniqueness. Exceptional specimens, especially those with mint errors or remarkable preservation, are highly sought after by serious collectors. This astounding value shows how something so small can represent both history and fortune in the palm of one's hand. Beyond its monetary worth, the 1972 D quarter continues to be admired as a piece of American art and legacy. It reflects not only the technical skill of the Denver Mint but also the enduring respect for George Washington's image in U.S. coinage. Each surviving coin tells a silent story of precision, artistry, and time. Next is the quarter $1,974, without a mint mark, stands as one of the most fascinating coins ever struck in the United States mint's history. While millions of quarters were minted during that period, a few without the mint mark have drawn the attention of collectors for their rarity, historical background, and unique production story. This coin has become a legend in American numismatics due to its exceptional value and the mystery surrounding its origin. The year 1974 marked a time when the U.S. Mint was experimenting with metal compositions and minting methods, as the country was recovering from economic changes caused by inflation. Most quarters were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically did not use a mint mark during that time, but specific die variations and striking errors from that year make some examples stand out remarkably. The 1974 no mint mark quarter is one such specimen that exhibits an unusually sharp strike and lustrous surface, making it a true collectible gem. The obverse of the 1974 quarter features the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, a design that has remained on U.S. quarters since 1932. Washington's detailed profile and the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," are beautifully engraved, representing the traditional artistry of mid-20th century coinage. On the reverse side, the proud American eagle spreads its wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbols of both strength and peace. Collectors are particularly fascinated by the 1974 quarter without a mint mark because of the unique die polishing and alignment characteristics that differentiate it from ordinary quarters of that era. In some cases, coins were struck using slightly worn or misaligned dies, resulting in distinctive features that experts can identify under magnification. These small differences make all the difference in determining whether a 1974 quarter is worth a few cents or a fortune. The rarity of this coin is also tied to how few examples remain in pristine condition. Most 1974 quarters entered circulation and suffered from scratches, wear, and discoloration, reducing their collectible value. However, the few surviving uncirculated specimens without a mint mark have become numismatic treasures, often showcased in private collections and auction houses. Over the decades, the 1974 no mint mark quarter has drawn attention at coin conventions and auctions, where its history and flawless craftsmanship continue to impress experts. Stories of lucky finds and pocket change have fueled the imagination of collectors, inspiring many to search their coin jars and wallets for the next hidden treasure. When examined under proper lighting, the 1974 quarter displays a remarkable combination of sharp detail and original luster. The high-quality copper-nickel composition ensures a silvery sheen that remains vivid even after 50 years. Specialists often rely on professional grading services to certify its authenticity and condition, which significantly increases its market appeal and investment potential. In terms of value, the 1974 quarter without mint mark has achieved staggering figures in the numismatic world. One of the finest known examples was valued at $2.17 million due to its near-perfect strike, unblemished surface, and unmatched rarity. Such extraordinary prices highlight how seemingly ordinary coins can turn out to be hidden treasures worth millions. This astonishing value reflects not only the coin's rarity but also its historical connection to America's economic story and minting evolution. Collectors value the 1974 quarter as both a tangible piece of art and a symbol of American craftsmanship that has endured through decades. Each coin holds the legacy of its minting era, representing precision, artistry, and national pride. Next is the 1979 quarter dollar with the D mint mark. Is one of those fascinating coins that has captured the attention of collectors and numismatists across the world. Minted in Denver, this coin might appear like an ordinary piece of pocket change at first glance, yet it carries with it a rich story from America's past and an unexpected level of rarity that few people realize. The 1979 quarter belongs to the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin's obverse proudly displays Washington's portrait, while the reverse shows a majestic bald eagle, symbolizing freedom and strength. By 1979, this design had become a familiar part of American currency, but subtle differences in minting and condition made some pieces far more valuable than others. At the Denver Mint, where the D mint mark appears just beside the ribbon on Washington's neck, millions of these quarters were struck. However, during this period, variations in die usage and striking quality led to certain coins having sharper details, unusual errors, or pristine finishes that later turned them into treasures for collectors. These small minting distinctions often make a world of difference in the coin's value. Many of the 1979 D quarters circulated widely in the United States, used in vending machines, parking meters, and everyday transactions. Yet a small portion of these coins was preserved in mint sets or by careful individuals who noticed their brilliant luster and lack of wear. Over time, those untouched coins became extremely desirable because few survived in flawless condition. The materials used in the 1979 D quarter were part of the modern clad composition, featuring a copper-nickel outer layer bonded to a pure copper core. Although it wasn't made of silver, the craftsmanship and historical context surrounding this coin have made it a collector's favorite. The coin also marks a period when the U.S. Mint was refining production methods, which introduced unique variations that add to its rarity. Collectors today look for certain die errors in the 1979 D quarter, such as double strikes, misaligned dies, and off-center mintings. These rare imperfections make a coin stand out in auctions and can dramatically boost its value. Even minor differences in the spacing of letters or sharpness of Washington's hair details can be key indicators of a valuable coin. Numismatists often emphasize that the condition, known as the coin's grade, plays a crucial role in determining worth. A 1979 D quarter found in circulation with scratches or wear might only be worth its face value, but one kept in mint state condition, especially graded MS 67 or higher, becomes a rare collectible sought after by experts and investors alike. The current estimated value of a pristine 1979 D quarter dollar can reach an astounding $1.96 million when found in top condition or featuring an extraordinary minting error. This incredible valuation is a testament to how a simple coin can transform into a priceless artifact, representing a combination of rarity, history, and collector demand. Such coins remind us that every piece of currency tells a story, connecting the present to moments in American history. The 1979 D quarter not only symbolizes the nation's enduring heritage but also the thrill of discovery that keeps the world of coin collecting alive. It stands as proof that treasures can still be found in the most unexpected places, even in the change we hold in our hands. As collectors continue to search for that perfect specimen, the 1979 D quarter dollar remains one of the most talked about coins of the late 20th century. Its blend of craftsmanship, history, and astonishing value ensures that it will remain a highlight in the world of rare U.S. coins for generations to come. Next is the 1984 quarter dollar from the United States. Is one of those fascinating coins that continues to attract collectors and historians around the world. Minted in Philadelphia and marked with the letter P, this coin represents a unique piece of American history. At first glance, it might look like any other quarter from the 1980s, but hidden within its design and composition lies a story of rarity, precision, and unexpected value that has transformed it into one of the most sought-after coins among numismatists. In 1984, the United States Mint continued producing quarters featuring the profile of George Washington on the obverse side, a design that had been in use since 1932. The P mint mark, just to the right of Washington's ponytail, identifies its origin from the Philadelphia Mint. While millions of these coins were struck, not all were created equal. Some came out with unique variations, small minting errors, and special features that made them distinct from the rest. It's these small details that make the 1984 quarter dollar with the P mint mark a coin worth looking closely at. The reverse side of the 1984 quarter showcases the majestic bald eagle, wings spread wide, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbols of strength and peace. This design by John Flanagan remains a timeless image representing the balance between military readiness and the nation's desire for peace. For coin collectors, the clarity of these design elements, the condition of the strike, and even subtle differences in feather details can significantly influence the coin's overall rarity and value. What makes the 1984 quarter dollar even more fascinating is how it reflects the economic atmosphere of the early 1980s. Inflation had slowed, the economy was stabilizing, and coin production was becoming more consistent across mints. Yet, despite the mass production of quarters during this time, certain pieces from the Philadelphia Mint were minted with slight misalignments, double strikes, and die cracks, errors that now make them incredibly rare. These small imperfections, which once seemed like flaws, are now treasures that define the coin's uniqueness. Collectors who study the 1984 quarter dollar with the P mint mark often pay attention to its condition and luster. Coins preserved in mint state condition, especially those graded MS 67 or higher, are extremely difficult to find. These high-grade coins retain their original shine, showing minimal signs of wear and sharp detailing across both the obverse and reverse. When discovered in such pristine condition, they instantly command the attention of serious numismatists and investors alike. Over the years, the 1984 quarter dollar has appeared in numerous coin auctions and private collections, often surprising even experienced collectors with its rising value. Many have reported discovering them in old rolls, inherited collections, or circulation by chance. The thrill of finding one of these rare coins, especially in uncirculated condition, makes it one of the most exciting treasures of modern American coinage. Experts also note that the 1984 quarter with the peak mint mark gained special recognition due to a few exceptional specimens struck using a slightly different die alignment. These rare coins display faint doubling around Washington's motto, "In God We Trust," or the eagle's feathers on the reverse. Such details are subtle but can turn an ordinary coin into a highly valuable one, making close inspection essential for any coin enthusiast. The value of the 1984 quarter dollar with the peak mint mark can reach astonishing figures, especially for coins in perfect condition or with rare mint errors. A flawless specimen graded at the highest level by professional services has been valued at around $1.62 million, making it one of the most remarkable finds in U.S. quarter history. This incredible value reflects both its rarity and the strong demand among collectors for such pristine, historical coins. Next is the 1996 quarter dollar from the United States with the D mint mark. Is a fascinating piece of American coinage that has drawn immense attention from collectors around the world. Minted in Denver, this coin belongs to the Washington Quarter Series, which began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. While most 1996 D quarters are common, a few rare varieties and pristine examples have become worth fortunes due to their historical importance, minting errors, and remarkable preservation. The Washington Quarter design was created by sculptor John Flanagan, whose portrait of George Washington was inspired by a bust sculpted by Jean-Antoine Houdon in 1786. On the obverse, Washington's left-facing profile dominates the design, while the reverse features the majestic American eagle, wings spread proudly, clutching arrows and olive branches to symbolize strength and peace. By 1996, this classic design had been in use for over 6 decades, representing both tradition and the enduring legacy of the nation's founding father. The Denver Mint, indicated by the small D mint mark located to the right of Washington's ponytail, produced millions of quarters in 1996. However, even with high mintage numbers, not all coins were struck with the same precision or stored with care. A small number of 1996 D quarters were minted with unique die errors, double strikes, and off-center impressions, making them extremely desirable among serious collectors. These imperfections tell the story of human craftsmanship and mechanical challenges within the minting process. Over the years, the 1996 D quarter has also gained value due to its condition rarity. Coins that have remained untouched, showing no scratches, wear, or circulation marks, are the true treasures of this series. Collectors especially seek those certified as mint state 67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Such coins reflect not only historical beauty but also an investment opportunity that continues to grow with time. Another factor contributing to the coin's rarity lies in its survival rate. Although millions were minted, only a fraction have endured in pristine condition. Most quarters entered circulation, suffering from friction, discoloration, and loss of sharp details. This scarcity of uncirculated specimens has caused their value to skyrocket, especially in the collector's market, where demand for perfection drives exceptional prices. In addition to its physical characteristics, the 1996 D quarter captures an important era in U.S. coinage history. It represents the final years before the introduction of the 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 and transformed American coin collecting forever. The 1996 quarter stands as a bridge between the classic Washington design and the modern commemorative issues, making it historically significant and emotionally appealing to enthusiasts. Some of the most valuable 1996 D quarters are those featuring unique die cracks, doubling in the lettering, or minting flaws around the rim. These rare features can elevate an ordinary coin to extraordinary status. Experienced collectors often use magnification tools to inspect such errors, as even the slightest variation can mean the difference between a few dollars and a fortune. When it comes to market value, the rarest 1996 D quarter dollar has been recorded to reach an astounding $1.28 million in top-grade condition. This valuation comes from coins that display flawless surfaces, vibrant luster, and sharp definition in every detail of the design. The combination of rarity, preservation, and collector demand makes this coin a remarkable piece that few can ever hope to own, but many dream to find in their pocket change. Next is the rare quarter $1,997, with the D mint mark, stands as one of the most fascinating coins from the United States Mint, representing not only American craftsmanship but also a piece of modern numismatic mystery. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin was part of the standard Washington Quarter series, yet a few special minting errors and limited releases have turned it into one of the most sought-after pieces among collectors. The 1997 D quarter carries the portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. This timeless image has been the face of the quarter since 1932, celebrating the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. On the reverse, it features the heraldic eagle with spread wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace, a true reflection of American ideals. During the late 1990s, the U.S. Mint was preparing to transition into the state quarters program, which began in 1999. Because of this, the 1997 D quarter was among the last of the traditional eagleback designs. Many collectors view it as a bridge between two major eras of American coinage, giving it added sentimental and historical value beyond its face worth. Minted in Denver, these coins were struck primarily for circulation, using a copper-nickel composition. However, due to variations in die quality, pressure inconsistencies, and occasional planchet errors, some pieces from the 1997 D batch show strikingly unusual features. Such minting irregularities have made certain specimens extremely rare and desirable among coin enthusiasts. Over time, numismatists began to notice small differences in the luster, strike sharpness, and even thickness of the 1997 D quarters. Some coins display double dies, while others exhibit slight off-centering or broad strikes. These details might appear minor to the untrained eye, but to serious collectors, they mark the difference between an ordinary coin and one worth a fortune. As these special coins circulated, many were lost to everyday use, melting, or simple neglect. The few surviving high-grade examples, especially those with visible minting anomalies, are now preserved by collectors and grading companies like PCGS and NGC. Coins that remain in pristine mint state or proof-like condition are exceedingly difficult to find, which significantly increases their desirability and value. Collectors around the world are drawn to the 1997 D quarter because it represents both a piece of late 20th century U.S. history and a symbol of numismatic rarity. Its link to the end of the classic eagle design makes it an essential coin for completing a full Washington Quarter collection. The fascination with this coin continues to grow as new varieties and die errors are occasionally discovered. The value of the rare 1997 D quarter can reach as high as $1 million when found in exceptional condition or containing distinct mint errors. Some auction results have shocked collectors, as unique specimens fetched extraordinary prices due to their rarity, historical connection, and near-perfect preservation. Such figures prove how a seemingly common coin can become a treasure worth millions. In the world of rare coins, the story of the 1997 D quarter serves as a reminder that hidden value can rest in plain sight. It encourages collectors and casual owners alike to take a closer look at their change, for among the ordinary coins may lie one with extraordinary history and immense worth. The 1997 D quarter remains a shining example of how time, craftsmanship, and chance can transform a simple piece of currency into a legendary artifact. Each coin carries its own story, and those few rare examples continue to inspire the passion of collectors who seek the hidden gems of America's rich minting history.